Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Sport Show. It's King Vik. Oh, okay. One second. The King is gonna quickly shut all the other tabs. Sorry about that. I just thought that was really funny this morning. Dion, I'm going to take care of your load sharing. The King is going to take care of your load sharing. Let me put my crown to the side. All right, so I'm taking care of Dion's load sharing. Liverpool and Arsenal are going down. I'm sorry about that one. I thought that was a little bit funny this morning. Yeah, you got to do something funny. You can't take life too seriously, man. Otherwise, with all the shit going on, you will just get really frustrated. But hey, good news. We're up to 30,913. I think we actually got a few more since I put that up there. So, hey, we're looking good. Let's get to 32,000 by the end of the weekend. That'll be fantastic. Fantastic. No. Now I'm not a president. I'm a king. Remember the king. So let's get into the topics this morning. We are going to talk about international football, NBA, NHL, Eurobasket, darts. We're going to go all around the world. We're going to have, I think we got curling, we got sumo, we got cricket, we got everything. But listen here, some sad news to start off the day with. All fun aside, let me start with this. What a man, Eddie Jordan. Eddie Jordan passed away yesterday, and the last great Formula One owner and team principal. What a guy. I mean, today they all these new owners and principals, and it looks like they got a stick stuck up their arse. But old Eddie Jordan, this man still knew how to have fun. He didn't take himself too seriously. Was in a rock band. He's the guy that actually gave Michael Schumacher he started in Formula One. He brought out Katie Price. I mean, you do this, if you do today what he used to do when he was the Formula One boss of Jordan, you just get cancelled with this woke society. But me being the king now, I'm going to change everything. Just let me have a look at the chat. No. Okay, all right. Okay, so we got a lot of people in there. Then, hey, let me just, our poll, I've got to see our poll there quickly. 94% of you would like to see more darts. Yeah, the darts was sensational last night. The darts was sensational. We had a lot of fun there last night with the darts. So, I hope that everybody can hear me, see me. I hope that everything's good. So, Eddie Jordan, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. The last of the great Formula One owners. But let's just stay with the motorsports as we're on the motorsports theme. There was practice this morning. There's only one practice in the Formula One this weekend because they do have a sprint race, and that sprint qualifying is coming up a little later. So let me give you the information on what happened in the first practice. I'm just checking the chat all the time just to make sure. There you go. Yeah, look, Lando Norris did very well there. He won it in front of Charles Leclerc, Piastri and Hamilton. So Ferrari looking a little bit better than they did last week. George Russell, Hulkenberg, Albon, and then Fernando Alonso. The best rookie was once again Kimi Antonelli at 9th. But listen here, I normally don't do the second half of the table. I don't do mediocrity. But I got to point out something. Jack Doohan, Bortoleto, Lawson, and Haddad, the 4 other rookies, the last 4 people on the grid. Young guys. Fernando Alonso's 137 years old, and he's still beating you. Come on. Eh? So later this morning, there will be the qualifying for the sprint race. So, and don't forget, later tonight, Vern and Ryan will be bringing out the video of Shanghai Grand Prix preview, who can beat Lando. So check that out. That should be really interesting. Then this weekend, there is the NASCAR. NASCAR is in Homestead. That's near Miami. That's going to be a good race there. Can Christopher Bell win his 4th race in a row? No, he won 3 in a row. Can he win again? That's the question. But Josh Berry did win last week. I forgot about Josh Berry. Then the IndyCar. The IndyCar is in Thermal, California. And that will be the 2nd race of the season. So that's going to be on for the weekend. There is no MotoGP this weekend. Then we had a little bit of football last night. It was the quarterfinals of the Nation League. Germany beat Italy 2-1. The Netherlands and Spain drew 2-2. Denmark upset Portugal, and Croatia definitely upset the French. And I'm just going to put old Rasmus out there because he did score the winning goal there for Denmark against Portugal. So, got to put him out there. Rasmus is on a roll now, man. He is on a roll. Then these are the Super Rugby games that will be coming up this weekend. Mona Pacifica take on the Chiefs, the Highlanders and the Reds face off. That'll be live tomorrow morning at 4:30 on this channel. Then the Blues play the Crusaders. The Waratahs and the Brumbies, that'll also be live at 9:30 or 9:20 on this channel. Wern's going to do that one. And the Western Force take on the Drua. Who has a bye? Who has a bye? Can't figure that one out quite yet, but here we go. Then this is the Super League standings at the moment. And you can see the Chiefs are out on top ahead of the Crusaders. The Reds, the Brumbies, the Waratahs, the Highlanders, the Hurricanes, the Western Force, the Blues, the Drua, and Mona Pacifica. So that's looking very good. That's looking good. But just to tell you, that is going to be our first game tomorrow morning. So please join us for that. And straight after that, we will have the morning show. And then we're going to have the Waratahs against the Brumbies. Exciting, exciting, exciting. But there is so much rugby this weekend. We have no Six Nations. Forget the Six Nations. It is the URC is back this weekend, and it's the Warriors against Munster, Cardiff against Alliance, live on this channel this evening at 9 o'clock. Then the Sharks against the Zebras, live on this channel tomorrow afternoon. We have Benetton against Edinburgh. Then we have our doubleheader, the Bulls against Leinster and the Scarlets against the Stormers, both at 4 o'clock tomorrow, live on our channel. The Dragons Ulster and the Ospreys Connacht. This is really hotting up. So let's have a look at the top half of the table. There's going to be really, really interesting what's going to happen there. Everybody's still got a chance to make the playoffs. Bottom half of the table, you will see that basically only the Dragons are out of it. Only the Dragons are out of it. But let's just show you what's coming up. So we are going to be doing the Cardiff against the Lions, definitely. The Sharks against Tebre. We've got to win this one, Sharks. And then our doubleheader. That's going to be really interesting. Please join us for all those games. And we're going to have a lot of fun as we usually do in the chat. Then yesterday there was some Eurobasket. And Paris played Milan already on Tuesday. But last night there was Olympiacos, Red Star, Monaco. I mean, that Red Star one's a big upset. Monaco, Fenerbahce 91-82. Tel Aviv 77-67 against Bologna. Baskonia beat Bayern comfortably 112-89. And Real Madrid got past Villeurbanne 81-70. That leaves the standings. If you look at those standings, it is very tight, very tight. And there are a lot of good games, especially the last one. Partizan against Anadolu. That's going to be good. Zalgiris with the last chance against Barcelona. So let's have a look at what happens there tonight. Then we move on to the good old US of A. And we'll see what's happening. There was the NBA last night. And only 5 games. The Knicks lost to the Hornets 98-115. The Nets lost to the Pacers 99-105. The Warriors got past the Raptors 114-117. Good game from Jimmy Butler there. The Bulls beat the Kings 128-116. And the Lakers got destroyed by the Bucks 118-89. No Doncic, no LeBron. A home game for the Lakers. And I think none of their I think the top scorer was actually Bronny James with 17. I mean, if you paid for tickets there to watch that game, you must have been quite disappointed. But Jimmy Buckets, triple-double there for him, for the Warriors, and congratulations to him. He's made a big impression by the Warriors. I think the Warriors is a sleeper team for me to win the NBA this year. Then some big news, the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are being sold for $6.1 billion. They're going to have a new owner. That is going to be the record ever paid for a sports franchise in the US. $6.1 billion. Hell of a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money. So to the new owners, well done. You must have the cash. Then we have a big NHL roundup. Go through that quickly. The Avalanche beat the Senators 5-1. The Flames beat the Devils 5-3. The Maple Leafs beat the Rangers 4-3. The Philadelphia Flyers lost to the Capitals. And we'll get into the Ovechkin thing straight after this. The Panthers beat the Blue Jackets 1-0. Must have been a great game. The Canadians lost 3-4 to the Islanders. The Blues beat the Canucks 4-3. The Ducks beat the Predators 4-1. The Lightning beat the Stars 3-2. The LA Kings beat the Blackhawks 3-1. The Winnipeg Jets 4-3 against the Oilers. The Buffalo Sabres lose 2-5 against the Utah Hockey Club. The Boston Bruins lose to my Golden Knights 1-5, and the Hurricanes beat the Sharks 3-1. Congratulations to the Washington Capitals. They have booked their playoff spot. They're the first team to book a playoff spot. And old Ovechkin, he scored 1 goal in that game for the Capitals. So now he only needs 6 to tie and 7 to break the record of the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Then we move on. So much to get in. Let's have a look at the NCAA last night. I got to move a little bit closer here just so that I can read this stuff. Big upset. I think the biggest upset was McNeese, number 12 seed, knocked off Clemson. It was 69-67. Have a look at all the results. I don't think I'm going to go through all of them. I'll just mention another upset maybe that Louisville is out. Georgia lost big to Gonzaga. Then Auburn knocked off Alabama State. Tennessee got through, the number 2 seed. Wisconsin, the number 3 seed, is through. Purdue got through as the number 4 seed. What else we got? Any other? Oh, Kansas out of it. Kansas, about a few years back, they won the whole thing. They lost to Arkansas. UCLA dominant there. And the number 1 seeded Houston, they were also very dominant. Then Wilmington against Texas Tech, that's not quite finished. Michigan beat USC San Diego. St. John's knocked off Omaha, and Texas A&M put Yale out of it. Yeah, look, if you go to Yale, be a lawyer. Don't try to play basketball. Come on. It's not the sport there in Yale to be done. Then we move on. Hey, we had a beautiful live darts last night. That was a lot of fun last night. We didn't get the first game in, Stephen Bunting against Chris Dobie, but Chris Dobie won that one. That was the first quarterfinals. Van Gerven, in a great game against Luke Humphries, came back from 4-1 down to win 6-4. Luke Littler and Nathan Aspinall, tight game, 6-3. Gervin Price against Rob Cross was maybe the best game of the quarterfinals. Rob Cross, he needed to check out 170, otherwise I think Gervin Price would have won it, and he did the big fish, 170. Great job by Rob Cross. Then the semifinals, Van Gerven beat Chris Dobie, that is wrong, 6-2, and Luke Littler beat Rob Cross 6-2, but the final was epic. I mean, these boys were hammering in 180s, and Luke Littler, the young man, the Manchester United fan, he had a 9-darter last night in the final. Congratulations to Luke Littler. He won the tournament, so there you go, Luke, you're our star man of the day with a 9-darter. This kid is amazing, man. I mean, I think at one stage he was averaging 121 on a 3-dart average. Unbelievable. Then here we go. Now we're going to get to the laughing part of the channel. Vern can now officially put a nappy on and piss himself. I'm going to try to get these names right. All right. Wata Takagage Hibi Takanoshu. All right, there you go. Shishi beat Wakamoto Hura. All right. Kirashima lost to Tamawashi. Tamawashi, I got that name. Good, Tamawashi. Yeah, you can go get a washi. Kura Naomi, he lost to Abe. Hey, Vern, Abe won again. You're back in the race, my friend. You're back in the race. Takayasu beat Ohu. Onosata took care of Takarafuji. And Daoshu lost to Kota Sakura. The main man is still Onosata, the way it's supposed to be. There's some good, interesting matches ups today. Check them out. I'm not going to go through all the names again. I'm looking forward to seeing what Onosata does again. And Takarafuji, that's going to be a good one against Kota Sakura. So that's going to be really interesting. Vern's pissing himself again. Listen here, Vern, before you piss yourself, before you go anywhere, you have to remember one thing. It's King Vik. Respect to the king. Otherwise, I'll have you beheaded. Then in other news, this young lady, or not so young anymore, very good swimmer, Kirsty Coventry from Zimbabwe. She won a few gold medals at the Olympics. She's a really good, she used to be a very, very good swimmer. And she is now, let me put that at the bottom there, the new IOC president. She's taking over from the old man Bach, which I find really good. I like it that it's a lady, and she comes from Africa, from Zimbabwe. So I think it's good for the sports. I think she deserves it, and let's see what she does. Maybe she can shake up the Olympic movement a little bit, because it used to be an old man's club, you know. Maybe a little bit more fresh blood in there does it well. Then it is the Cape Epic at the moment that is going on. So let me just show you the overall standings of the men and the women. That is at the bottom of your screen. And hey, the moments of the men, did I get that right? Yep. It's Nino Schurter that is leading at the moment, and for the woman it is Annika Langvaart with her partner in Sonia Gomez, and the partner of Nico Schurter is obviously Felipe Colombo. So they're doing well there in the Cape Epic. Keep you updated on that. Look at those beautiful pictures there. That's mountain biking in style, man. That is mountain biking in style. Fit for a king. Then we move on. Because I don't want to waste too much time this morning. There is curling. I love watching curling. I think it's chess on ice. And of course, the Swiss are on top. The Swiss women are phenomenal. I mean, in the last 5 World Championships, I think they've won 4. They're just incredible. 4 teams are already qualified. The top 6 qualify. So let's see. There are some games going on right now. But we'll check that out. A lot of skiing coming up this weekend. A lot of skiing coming up this weekend. A lot of cross-country skiing. All the skiing from Sun Valley in the US. It's 2 slaloms, 2 giant slaloms, 2 super giant slaloms, 2 downhills. All going to be there. So yeah, plenty of sports, rugby, cricket, everything. Pakistan playing New Zealand this afternoon. But let me sign off in style. Hail to the king. King Vik signs off, and yeah, I'll take care of that load sharing, Dion. Don't worry. You guys have a wonderful day.